Sometimes, fishing isn't for everyone. True horror story. The air hung heavy with the scent of decaying leaves and damp earth as I trudged through the dense woods, my fishing gear weighing down my shoulders. The sun had long dipped below the horizon, leaving the forest in an inky blackness that seemed to devour the feeble light of my flashlight. My breath misted in the chilled air as I reached the edge of the secluded lake, its waters reflecting only the silhouettes of gnarled trees that seemed to whisper ancient secrets. Despite the ominous atmosphere, I felt a surge of excitement. Legends spoke of a monstrous fish that lurked in the depths of this forsaken lake. A creature with scales as black as the night and eyes that glowed with an otherworldly malevolence. My friends and I had dismissed these tales as mere folklore, but the lure of the unknown had drawn me here alone, eager to prove them wrong. Setting up my fishing gear on the creaky wooden dock, I cast my line into the silent waters, the ripples distorting the reflection of the moon above. The minutes ticked by in a slow, hypnotic rhythm as I sat there in the darkness, the only sounds the distant hooting of an owl and the occasional rustling of leaves. I began to doubt the tales, chalking them up to the overactive imagination of the locals. Just as I started to reel in my line, a sudden tug jerked my pole downward, nearly pulling it from my grasp. My heart raced as I struggled against the unseen force, the water's surface erupting into chaotic splashes. Whatever lurked beneath was massive, its strength undeniable. Panic clawed at the edges of my mind, but the thrill of the unknown kept me rooted to the spot. The battle between man and beast continued for what felt like an eternity, the dock groaning under the strain. Sweat dripped down my face as I strained against the unseen force, the dark waters hiding the true nature of my adversary. As I finally began to gain the upper hand, pulling the creature closer to the surface, a cold shiver ran down my spine. The moonlight revealed a grotesque, leathery fin slicing through the water, followed by a pair of crimson eyes that burned with a malevolent intelligence. Fear seized me, and I stumbled backward, my mind unable to comprehend the monstrous creature that surfaced before me. The legendary fish was no mere folklore. It was a nightmarish reality. Its body, a mass of shadows and scales, thrashed violently, water cascading from its grotesque form. The air seemed to hum with a sinister energy as the creature fixed its gaze upon me. In that moment, I felt a malevolence so ancient and primal that it transcended the boundaries of the living world. I fumbled with my fishing knife, but the creature's eyes held me captive, paralyzing me with an unseen force. The dock beneath me groaned, and I realized with a sinking feeling that the beast was not confined to the water. It was a harbinger of doom, an entity that had risen from the depths to claim its prey. As the creature lunged towards me, time seemed to slow, and the forest echoed with my desperate screams. The lake, once a source of mystery and excitement, had become a watery grave, and the legend that I had sought to debunk had claimed me as its own.